Hello, Laree Art here, back with another art oracle. This time I want to do the Cancer Zodiac sign. Above is the dates for the sign. So June 21st through July 22nd. Today is June 26, 2026. Some numerology right there already. And the Zodiac's colors that you are able to use are silver, white, green, blue, and pink. So these ones were chosen. A light soft pink, same with the blue, a light soft blue, and like a really light green. And the paper is white, so I didn't pick the white one. And silver is like this gray ink cartridge because the case for it is broken. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into it, but first something saying like the numerology. So it's 6 2 6 2 0 2 6. When you break it down, it's 2 2 6, and then 6 7 8 and then 6, but then 6 8 6 7 8 9 10. Sorry, not that great with math, but then put all these together: 18 19 21 22 24, and then back to 6. It's like a triangular shape. Maybe there's some points in life to prioritize right now, at least like top 3, and then 3 4 5. Again, 6 is family and stability of the family unit, and then like the individual ones in it, you know, like karmic cycles and loops, endings, beginnings, Ouroboros, like the dragon, and like just flowing of energy throughout everything, like a constant flow, like you see like the circles and everything, you know, and then like straight lines, so like boom 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 boom, you know, with that. And I'm not sure what time it is right now, but that might play a part into it as well. So yeah, but let's get into the art oracle part. Now the one I'm gonna get into is the gray silver color. So it's more like a heart, so very emotional and can be in the gray area, very contemplative, a lot of emotion, like trying to steady itself, and it's not spiraling, but it's again just that motion of gotta do this, gotta do that, gotta do this, gotta do that, like very trying to be straight and narrow with some curves, because you know heart is emotions and stuff like that, and heart based, and like tilting, so like maybe balancing of the heart like a scale, like kind of like Libra, or like Liberty, Lady Liberty, Lady Justice, maybe blind. It's like on an axis, on a tilt, kind of like the earth, so Mother Earth energy, water element, trying to balance through the flow of water, and maybe some crashing and chaos of water, while the scale is trying to balance itself out with, like, I get the feeling like love me or love me not, and like the word so and things like that. And then like kind of looks like someone's head tilting, earrings, or like braids, or like some type of hair decor. So through the emotions, pampering yourself, making sure you're okay. A lot of hearts I feel like need to be drawn, like hearts, emotions, like cycles, rotations. It's like counterclockwise or counterproductive, and then needing to put it into a clockwise position, a more like balanced way of the circulation or spiral of energy. Also feel like a flow of water, so like with emotions, like a tunnel, a funnel, tunnel, whirlwind, whirlpool of emotion, and like a green color for like the actual features of the crab's claw. So like wanting to snap at times during such whirlpools of energy, cycles of energy, and trying to balance it all, like razor sharp precision, and then you have like the serrated kind of ripping, tearing, clawing, gnawing, and mawing on one side. So it's like maybe to end cycles, like clean, clear-cut rules, and like building and rebuilding, and some like happen abruptly, not so clean cut, cut and dry, and then getting the feeling that it's the person themselves, and then other people's scales, like where are you at in your life or in your world versus other people's, and kind of just wanting to love and care for everyone, but also having to weigh certain relationships with people and maybe places and things, and then keep getting the circular motion, the flow of water being a funnel rather than like steady, calm water, or even like little ripples, and then like different types of currents, the crashing, the turmoil, also tsunamis. Tsunamis are tornadoes over water that pick up water and become tsunamis instead of staying a tornado. So like emotions and everything of the water element. The water element can be calm, but it can be fierce, can be volatile. Each element in its own right is both calm and beautiful and peaceful, but also can be volatile and destructive as well. Like calm waters, you can fish, in calm waters, and ripples, and in some beliefs, the fish represents Pisces, but the subconscious, the deep, the glacier is much deeper, much larger underneath the surface, whereas you only get so much on the surface in people's minds or thought processes, or certain things are hidden deeper, and like you don't truly know yourself or others until you start to explore yourself against other people's also their glacier. So and this also represents Jesus Christ, the fish that fed the many. If you teach how to fish, rather than giving someone a fish each day, you actually feed that person for a lifetime. So it's better to teach at times rather than to constantly give yourself or give your all or give things you worked for, your assets, your resources, your hard-earned money, and all that you have attained over time through hard work and dedication to your craft, or to simply just building in a way that is moderate, slow, moderate, and patient, you know, and, you know, bringing that Christ consciousness up, or in like more esoteric version, the pineal, the Christos consciousness, the higher self coming up from the deep hidden waters and rising to the surface to really show your talents, your gifts, who you truly are. In the green, it's manifesting into the physical, the earth physical. The heart chakra is also green, and the wind element that it has and that it is. The pink represents the physical aspect of the heart. It's a soft, light color, and it's like very soft, romantic, empathetic, loving, but also very, can be like taken advantage of, like with kindness and empathy and things like that. Hi, kitty. And yeah, so like hi, kitty, sorry. So like this also, oh goodness, also representing, you know, this also looks like plants, like seaweeds and different types of plants, like the Venus, like trap, the claw, like wanting to protect yourself and your heart and your, oh, and your energy and your space. That is my dog. Sorry about that. He saw the cat and just looking up, jumping up through the window to look through the curtain. But wanting to protect your space, your heart, your emotions, your territory, is like another like sign of that, you know. And you know, very like life can be volatile at times, different situations and events, and it leaves you in the gray area with splashes of color, splashes of hope and light at times, and wanting to like balance it with your heart, like wanting to balance things with your heart. The pink and blue remind me of like boy and girl, so maybe you have like twins, fraternal twins, or maybe just twins in general. Excuse me. Sorry about that. And or like wanting kids, or dealing with situations involving your little ones and trying to balance it all, like protect them and snapping like a mama crab, like a mother energy, mother earth, taking care of her young, and just trying to balance certain things, and wanting to paint this kind of blue. Like maybe you have some children that give you empty nest syndrome. Maybe you have a boy, a son that is moving out the house or isn't in the house with you anymore. So maybe some kids are leaving the nest and causing empty nest syndrome, and some are trying to elevate their situation or get out on their own, or want to get out on their own. But you know, it's a good thing for them to be able to venture out, but maintain their softness or their masculinity or their femininity, the balance of it all, while also being grounded, but also going up into their awareness and higher self and gifts that were given through, you know, bloodline, birthright, talents, skill sets learned, or just an affinity towards. And again, my dog is trying to jump and look through each window. And again, wanting to protect your territory, your home, your loved ones, yourself, your little ones. And it's like a lot, all turmoil and in the gray area. You just have a lot on your mind. So yeah, like husband, wife, male, female, children, boy and girl, green, like calming, grounding, maybe getting outside into nature if you like to ground and put your feet in the grass, or maybe a trip to the park, and walk around with a loved one or a friend, or sometimes by yourself, to clear your headspace, to clear the tsunami, the turmoil, to ground it. You know, you want to, while it's while it's rising, you want to meet it somewhere in the middle, to kind of like cancel out such turmoil and get into like a grounded space where it's all like the grass is green. Like, you know, the grass isn't always greener wherever you go or on the other side, but it's also what you make of it. So like making your circumstances and situations excuse me, sorry, into something fruitful, prosperous. Maybe get out and cook, like barbecue, like little grill, little spatula, like just do something where you're grounded, an activity that needs you to focus and have your awareness to take care of what's in front of you, rather than spinning off and spiraling up further. So yes, it's a lot going on, but Cancer is, you know, a water element. Might be a little grouchy. I'll draw like a little crab in the blue, a little crab emoji looking thing, you know. You know, before things bubble over or boil over, you know, try to focus and balance and keep your head straight on a swivel, but straight and held high, because you need the stability, and you have a lot of loved ones with you. You have a lot of cycles and a lot of events or things to deal with in your life, not probably just pertaining to you. But yes, don't be blue, don't be down. Things can get better over time. And everything can be okay as long as you focus on, like, as you elevate yourself and realign and reposition yourself, the goal is up here, the prize is up here, the sunshine or the flowers are up here. Each step a day brings you closer to the top of the staircase, to the top of a hierarchy, like a job position. Maybe you're getting promoted as well, in like different layers in 3D. So this could mean like on different levels in your life, your home, your employment, and the people around you might be going through changes and elevations and things like that, and taking steps and taking time to quell turmoils and stuff. And look at different placements, like the house that rules Cancer, any placements of Cancer in your chart, and then the color part with chakras and energy fields and meanings of each in different colors. Depending on different color, you know, it's blue can be sad, but lighter blues can be very happy and joyous. Darker colors tend to be more like cautious, or like not so much in the dark, but maybe having a hard time with that area. So like dark green, like the heart space, you know, trying to remain a lighter version of each color. But also in physical, dark green is very healing to the eyes and the head. It's a natural color. Like once you look at it, it starts to heal you just by staring at evergreens and just dark greenery nature in general. And yeah, the different colors that correlate with each other, that go hand in hand with each other. I do talk about different energy and frequencies in the chakras a lot, but also I try to incorporate other beliefs, whether exoteric or esoteric. And yes, like the subconscious is esoteric, and the fish being the pineal or the Christ consciousness, the Christ mind, the elevated mind. into your higher self and gifts and like purpose in life, and like, you know, kundalini rising, the snake, the dragon that you can see in like different logos, such as like the pharmaceutical industry that has the mortars and pestles, but also the symbol of the staff and the serpent. So like healing, rising through it all, elevating yourself, healing yourself, being who you need to be for yourself, not just for others. You may be very selfless. That is why you're always at like maybe an imbalance with others, while they too are also swaying as well and trying to go in a direction where it will go from here to here. Because everybody has their own thing that they go through. So maybe take time away for yourself. You might be experiencing empty nest with a son and or daughter. You might have twins or wanted twins, or be pregnant with twins. Even if it's adopting or taking care of other children that aren't blood related to you, like a very motherly energy, very kind, wanting to do and look out for people's necessities like food and water and clothing, shelter, good education, whether formal or informal, always wanting to be there for other people, and at times putting yourself last or not even thinking about yourself at all, and being very territorial about loved ones and your children and those that are close to you that you look out for and that look out for you as well. So pay attention maybe to like different numbers and synchronicities within nature. Stomach growling, sorry. But like, yeah, paying attention to different things within nature, within calendars, maybe like set appointments for like me time, appointments for health and wellness, keeping up with your doctor's appointments, keeping up with just maybe taking vacation and going to a place where you can have some solace, some peace, some relaxation, so that you can balance, or like maybe a park to cook, bring a book with you that can like stimulate your mind, or learning something. So like not the dark green, but the light green and green in general reminds me of like the app Duolingo, like learning languages. So maybe to so to get out of your heart space, you need to focus on something physical, like cooking, language, interacting with your outside surroundings, as a way to elevate in each area of your life or aspect and whatnot on the different levels. And wherever there's instability, you know, make it stable. Pay attention more so to that. But also anything that is stable, don't let it like reach an instability because you're focusing on other areas that may need more attention than this area. And having the blue with like the blue color, using it to point out stuff, it's a masculine color, it's a boy color, meaning like with the yin yang symbol, women are more like creation and being and working from that space, where masculine energy, male energy is do, like get up and do the physical aspects of life, the labors and stuff. But women also have a yin yang. Everyone has their own scales to balance, while also others, and so on and so forth. So making yourself and your scale balanced and whole with masculine and feminine energies, and also needing other people to do the same if they want to stay in your life. So yes, so balancing, it's a lot of focusing on family and inner circles stabilities while still concentrating on your own. Okay, I don't want the read to go too far. It's at 25 minutes already. So I also drew like little crab emoji and the bubbles and the sea foams. Maybe getting out and swimming as well, like cleaning, clearing, and cleansing with mop water, shower, spiritual bath. If it's hot, if it gets too hot, a cool shower to cool you down. If you get stressed, you can run your hands under cool water. It relieves stress as well. So, yep, this is the art oracle for the zodiac sign Cancer. And have a good day, afternoon, evening, or night. Bye.